Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Andrew. Just so you know, I'm filming one intro and using it for all of these questions. So if you've seen the intro before or just want to skip to the philosophical questions and thought exercises, I'm going to timestamp each video so that you can jump around if you so choose. Those will be in the description, and that way you can save 2 minutes of your life for each of these videos you watch. And as always, I just want to say that I respect your beliefs when it comes to religion, and I believe you should be allowed to have those beliefs. I don't lose respect no matter what you believe. You can believe in one God, many gods, all the gods, or no gods, and my respect does not change for you. The only time I have a problem is if someone decides they should dictate how I should live my life because they are better than me, because they believe whatever it is they believe. And so I must believe it too. Now, I will say that I did mean it this way the whole time. However, I may not have articulated this properly. That can mean religious or non-religious people dictating what I have to believe because they believe it. And I have unfortunately experienced both from multiple people. And to those people, I would just say, respect others' beliefs as you wish yours be respected. That's really how we should just go about it. Now, I'm not trying to change your mind with any of these philosophical points and thought experiments. I am just putting them out there into the ether, and you may think about them or not. That's up to you. Totally up to you. I do think that it is always good to try and think about things from other perspectives. And, who knows, maybe one, two, or all of these can help people do that if they're open to trying. And these are just things I've been randomly thinking about, some of them for months, some of them for years, some of them for decades. I'm aware some of these are going to be crazy, out there ideas that you're going to immediately, on principle alone, reject. Just wait about the one about heaven and hell. That being said, try to see these from both sides and see if you can make an argument for each. At the end of the day, they're just thought experiments. I'm not trying to trick you with anything or convince you of anything. The way I see it, these are just mental puzzles for our brains. If you choose not to participate in thinking about these, no problem. That's your choice. If you do, the worst you will have done is potentially challenge some of your preconceived notions, and more than likely not, concluded that you were probably right all along in the end. Either way, you exercise your mind, and I believe that is the one part of the body everyone should be exercising daily, and it is also the one part of the body that, unfortunately, a large portion of our population tends to neglect. You'll have to excuse me here. I am fighting off a bit of a cold right now, unfortunately, so I may have to take a couple sips of my tea during this. You may hear it in my voice a little bit. There's a little bit of a rough edge to my voice, but let's get into this. So here's the stipulation. God exists, and let's say God is omnipotent, meaning all-powerful, omniscient, meaning all-knowing, omnipresent, meaning he's everywhere at once, and omnibenevolent, I almost couldn't get that one out, meaning he's all good. Also, God gave humanity free will. But can God be all-knowing and actually give us free will? Let me explain. So if God knows the choices you will make, quote unquote, before you make them, does that really constitute a choice? I'll give you a basic theoretical example to show what I'm saying. I wake up in the morning. I have a choice whether I shower first or get breakfast first. Now God knows I'm going to shower first, and that's what I choose to do. Or did I choose? God already knew what I was going to choose. Now that was a pretty basic one of two option. But then, continuing on, I have another choice. I can make breakfast at home or I can get breakfast out. Now God already knows that I'm going to get breakfast at Tim Hortons. If you don't know, that's a very popular coffee shop here in Canada. I swear this is not a promotion for them. And I decide to be lazy, so I'm going to go and get something out. And I'm debating about where I'm going to go. I think about maybe McDonald's, maybe Starbucks. I think about a few other places. But I eventually decide on Tim Hortons. I, like most Canadians, are addicted to their coffee, so I go there. Again, It seems like I made that choice, but God already knew, so did I? Now, as I head to Tim Hortons, I try to decide what I want for breakfast. God knows I'm going to get a large regular, which is a large coffee, 1 cream, 1 sugar for anyone who's not Canadian, a jalapeno bagel toasted with Herman garlic cream cheese. Don't judge my preference in bagel here. I like a little bit of kick in the morning. And an apple fritter. But I debate what size coffee I'm going to get. Normally, I get a medium 1 cream coffee when I go to Tim Hortons. However, I didn't sleep well the night before, and maybe the combination of extra caffeine and sugar will help make me up. So I decided to get a large regular. And I know that when I go, I'm going to get a chocolate chip muffin, and I'm going to save that as dessert for part of my lunch later. But God knows I'm going to get an apple fritter. Did he get that one wrong? But all the way there, the real debate in my head is, do I get something warm to eat for breakfast? Do I get something like a croissant and add some cream cheese to it, and maybe when I get home, get some fruit as well? Or do I just, get a bagel with some cream cheese? I'm still in line debating in my head what I want, but it comes to my turn. I look and I see that they do in fact have jalapeno bagels there. Again, don't judge, I like them. I haven't had one for a while, and so my mind is made up. I order a large regular jalapeno bagel toasted with herb and garlic cream cheese, because, why get plain cream cheese if you can get herb and garlic cream cheese? There's a great debate for the chat. What type of cream cheese? And a chocolate chip muffin. Except, unfortunately, they're all out of chocolate chip muffins, and the next batch, although it's in the oven, will take more time to be baked, cooled, and served than I have to wait. So I hurriedly look over the choices, and being Canadian, I know that I'm soon going to have to apologize for taking too long to everyone else in line if I don't hurry up. So I choose an old reliable apple fritter. I pay, get my food and drinks, and leave, getting exactly what God knew I would. So again, did I really have a choice? In a way it seems yes, but in a way it seems no. Did God know that I was going to go for a chocolate chip muffin, but knew that by the time I arrived the last one would already be sold? I would have to think he would, because he's omniscient, he's all-knowing. And in that case, if that's the case, and he knew that, and he knew what I was going to choose on every action before I was thinking even about choosing those things, do I actually have a choice, or do I have free will to choose? Now, at this point in the video, you have 2 choices, but remember, God already knows what you're going to choose. So do you actually? You may end the video here and think about this for yourself, and you can always come back later. Again, the timestamps will be in the description of the video, so you can just jump right back to this point, or you can continue watching and see what I think. And I'll give you a couple seconds just to get out of the video. Okay, what do I think about this? This one's hard. In my opinion, it's kind of both, but it's not really. So, in a way, you're still making the choice. In other words, still have free will, because you don't know what God knows. And so it seems to be a choice to you. Now, if you knew what God knew about what you were going to choose, you definitely would have no free will, because then that would be like set. But you don't, and so it, at least to me, appears like a choice, but I do say appears like a choice for a reason. I believe if God has already established or seen or knows what your choice will be, especially by an all-knowing God that can't be wrong because he's God, even if I don't know what choice I will make yet, that doesn't really matter. It has already essentially been set in stone, quote-unquote, because God knows, and God can't be wrong. Which means, although you make the decision, it has been predetermined that you make that decision, meaning you really can't make any other decision. So, in my opinion, the only way for God to give us true free will is if he does not know what the outcome of any decision will be. But in that case, he cannot be God, or at least a non-omniscient God, because what is God if he's not actually omniscient? Or, on the other hand, we may just have an omniscient God, but no actual free will to choose. If you want to leave your thoughts in the comments below, please do. But if not, just try to really think about this from both perspectives and see what you come up with on your own. Alright, that's going to be this one. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.